Water is a colorless, odorless, tasteless liquid that is essential for all forms of life. It is the most abundant substance on Earth and covers about 70% of its surface. Here are some details on the occurrence, importance, properties of water, and waterborne diseases. Occurrence. Water is found in various forms on the Earth's surface, including oceans, lakes, rivers, and underground aquifers. It also exists in the atmosphere as water vapor, which condenses into precipitation such as rain, snow, and hail. Importance. Water is essential for all living organisms as it is involved in various biological processes such as digestion, circulation, and respiration. It is also required for the growth of plants and crops. In addition, water is used for various industrial, agricultural, and domestic purposes, including cleaning, irrigation, and energy production. Properties. Water has unique physical and chemical properties that make it essential for life. It has a high heat capacity, which means that it can absorb and release heat without a significant change in temperature. It also has a high surface tension, which allows it to form droplets and maintain the shape of small organisms. Water is also a polar molecule, which means that it has a partial negative charge on one end and a partial positive charge on the other. This polarity allows water to dissolve and transport various molecules and ions. Waterborne diseases. Waterborne diseases are caused by the ingestion of contaminated water. These diseases can be caused by bacteria, viruses, or parasites that are present in the water. Some of the most common waterborne diseases are cholera, caused by the bacterium Vibrio cholerae, which is transmitted through contaminated water and food. Symptoms include severe diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration. Typhoid fever, caused by the bacterium Salmonella typhi, which is transmitted through contaminated water and food. Symptoms include high fever, weakness, and abdominal pain. Hepatitis A, caused by the hepatitis A virus, which is transmitted through contaminated water and food. Symptoms include fatigue, nausea, and jaundice. Cryptosporidiosis, caused by the parasite Cryptosporidium, which is transmitted through contaminated water. Symptoms include diarrhea, abdominal pain, and dehydration. Giardiasis, caused by the parasite Giardia lamblia, which is transmitted through contaminated water. Symptoms include diarrhea, abdominal pain, and nausea. E. coli infection, caused by the bacterium Escherichia coli, which is transmitted through contaminated water and food. Symptoms include diarrhea, abdominal pain, and fever. Legionnaire's disease, caused by the bacterium Legionella pneumophila, which is transmitted through inhalation of contaminated water droplets. Symptoms include coughing, shortness of breath, and fever. Dysentery, caused by the bacteria Shigella or Entamoeba histolytica, which is transmitted through contaminated water and food. Symptoms include severe diarrhea, abdominal pain, and fever. Campylobacteriosis, caused by the bacterium Campylobacter, which is transmitted through contaminated water and food. Symptoms include diarrhea, abdominal pain, and fever. Leptospirosis, caused by the bacterium Leptospira, which is transmitted through contaminated water and soil. Symptoms include fever, muscle pain, and jaundice. Schistosomiasis, caused by parasitic worms of the Schistosoma genus, which are transmitted through contact with contaminated freshwater. Symptoms include skin rash, abdominal pain, and blood in urine or stool. Amoebiasis, caused by the parasite Entamoeba histolytica, which is transmitted through contaminated water and food. Symptoms include diarrhea, abdominal pain, and fever. Rotavirus, a viral infection that is a common cause of diarrhea in infants and young children, transmitted through contaminated water and food. Norovirus, a highly contagious virus that can cause vomiting and diarrhea, transmitted through contaminated water and food, as well as through direct contact with infected individuals. Malaria, a parasitic infection transmitted through the bite of infected mosquitoes that breed in stagnant water. Symptoms include fever, chills, and flu-like symptoms. It is important to note that the prevention and treatment of waterborne diseases vary depending on the specific pathogen and the severity of the infection. In general, prevention measures such as proper sanitation and hygiene practices, water treatment, and vaccination can help reduce the incidence of waterborne diseases. For those who are infected, treatment may include antibiotics, antiparasitic drugs, or supportive care such as rehydration therapy.